This is the big call. This is where we give you all the tips and all the best bets that we've just discussed so that you can sort of put them all together and have a winning weekend. All right, mate, why don't you start with Lammy's tips at Sandown?
Well, the first thing I can say is Rose Quartz is not on top for Lammy, be assured of that. Let's go to Sandown. Race 2, the Chairman's Stakes. VC number 2, Sarasana number 3, and Written Bly number 9. Sandown race 7, the Bellmaine Stakes. Vespertine number 2 from Snapped and Forbidden City. Lammy's best bet at Sandown, Daytona Bay. Race 6, number 3 is Daytona Bay. British Columbia is next best to race 5, number 9. And his value bet of the day, Field the Moment, race 3, number 8.
All right, Mick Sharkey, a late inclusion coming off the floods in New Zealand to talk about Randwick. The Group 3 Eskimo Prince. He's got Osipenko number 5 on top of Half Cabin number 3, Zoo Tiger 8 for his third selection. His best bet at Randwick is race 6, number 6, Banju. His next best is in race 5, number 9, Super Bright. And his value bet, and I tend to agree with him, it's a good chance at odds, Wineglass Bay, race 9, number 14. Simon, take us through all your bets for Randwick and Melbourne.
Okay, the first, the Eskimo Prince, Half Cabin number 3 from Communist and Zoo Tiger for John O'Shea. Let's go to race 7 for my best, and that is Communist, a very good each way value for me there in Sydney. 2, Sandown now, the Chairman's for the 2-year-olds, Written Bly on top from VC and Zolfikar if it starts. And race 7 then, the Bellmaine Stakes, Snapped on top for me for Anthony and Sam Friedman. Wrote to Arataki number 10 and Rose Quartz. Lammy will love me for it. Come in third. My best bet at Sandown is Snapped. My value bet is Right You Are, race 8, number 6.
Right you are. Let's go to Randwick, and I've gone in the Eskimo Prince, very similar. Half Cabin to beat Osipenko and Zoo Tiger, 3, 5 and 8. My best bet at Randwick is Pretty Wild in race 5, number 4. And my value bet is Miss Lenore, race 3, number 10. At Sandown in race 2 for the 2-year-olds. I've got Sarasana on top of VC and Written Bly, so it's 3, 2 and 9. In the Bellmaine Stakes, Vespertine and Head of Snapped and Exalita, 2, 11 and 1. My best bet at Sandown is in race 4, number 1, Benedetta. And my value bet at around $10 is race 5, number 1, Super Razzi. And this is where we come to the quaddie, Simon. And this is where I get 3 legs in a second. And it happened last week. I was just feeling very comfortable, got to the last, and then Rambler Rebel.
Well, what about running nowhere in the first leg and then winning the next 3?
It's not the way it works. You get to the last and get knocked out. But anyway, we'll start with just a couple in the first leg, just the 2 favourites. So we've gone 3 and 11 there. That's Daytona Bay and Full Weather Sand. Then wide, 1, 2, 4, 8, 10 and 11. In the third leg, 5, 6, 9, 11. And in the last leg, in that third leg, I'm hoping Detonator Jack gets beaten and get a bit of value. If you want to skinny it up, that's where you might do it. In the last leg, 1, 2, 4, 6, 9. That's about $100. We'll get about 42%.
Oh, like it.
Well,
Mortal sin, mortal sin on us today.
What's that?
We've mixed politics and sport.
It's pretty hard. You come off the Australian Open, it's pretty hard not to. Every tennis player that gets up there gets asked a question about politics.
Yeah, and then we've got a horse called Communist, and it's by Russian Revolution. Yeah. And Capitalist is one of the favourites in another race, a horse by Capitalist. I mean,
a lot of people would say, I admit to knowing nothing about politics. A lot of people say I know nothing about racing.
Well, I think you know a lot about racing, and you've trumped me yet again.
And on that note, we'll say thank you for joining us. Thank you, Simon, as always, for coming in at short notice.
The betting brand for sports fans. That's better. Gamble responsibly.